Psalm 74 says, I will open my mouth with a parable. I will utter hidden things, things from of old, things we have heard and known, things our ancestors have told us. We will not hide them from their descendants. We will tell the next generation, so the next generation would know them, and they in turn would tell their children. That is what we hope to do in children's ministry at Grace. We tell the ancient stories to the children so that they are able to tell them to others. Since January, the 4th to 6th grade children have been learning about parables. We use an approach to parables that includes a box, an underlay to create a special space for the story, and finally the people and objects of the parable itself. Now, over the past 2 weeks, 5 of our children took turns presenting 4 different parables they made with their own hands. Here are some excerpts.
Parables are precious things. They are like gold. You cannot just take a parable. It is given to you. It's hard to open, but God gives you a way. See, He has given it to you.
Parables are very precious. They're really hard to open. Normally it takes, if someone wants to open one, it takes like a day, a month, a week, a few weeks, even like a month to just open one.
Once there was someone who told such great things that people began to follow him. They heard him talking about a place no one had been to. They had to ask him, "What is the kingdom of heaven like?" He said, "The kingdom of heaven is like a merchant who is looking for the great pearl."
There was once a landowner walking through his vineyard. He started walking through the marketplace when he saw a man standing there doing nothing. He said to the man, "Why are you just standing there?" The man said, "Nobody has hired me." The landowner said, "I will hire you for 1 denarius. The landowner was walking through the marketplace, and he saw another man doing nothing. He said, "I will hire you to work in my vineyard." So the man started working on the 6th hour. As he was walking, the landowner saw yet another man doing nothing. He said, "I will hire you to work in my vineyard." The man started working on the 9th hour. When the day was over, the landowner told his servant to pay them each, starting with the person who started working the latest. 1 denarius, another denarius, and yet another denarius. The man who started working on the 3rd hour got angry and said, "Why did they get the same pay as me when I worked the longest?" The landowner said, "Are you angry, or are you just jealous that I am generous?" And that is what the kingdom of heaven is like.
This is the parable of the money bags. There was once a very rich man. The man said to his servants that he was going away. To one of his servants, he gave 5 bags of gold. To the next servant, he gave 2 bags of gold. To his last servant, he gave 1 bag of gold. And then he left. The man who was given 5 bags of gold went out to town and earned 5 more. The next man, who had been given 2 money bags, went out to town and also earned 2 more. The last man was afraid, and so instead of earning more, he went out to a field and buried his bag of gold.
This is the story of the Good Shepherd.
I am the Good Shepherd. I know each of my sheep by name. When I call my sheep follow. I lead my sheep by the green grass. I lead them by the calm waters, and I lead them through the dark places.
And he keeps them close by so that he doesn't lose any. Sometimes there's a wolf, and he blocks off the way so that the wolf can't even jump over. He just hits the wolf back over if he does. So he keeps on blocking him. But the bad shepherd,
he just runs away and lets the wolf get them.
he picks up his sheep after he finds him, takes him back home.
The kingdom of heaven is like a merchant who is looking for the great pearl. Once he found the great pearl, he traded everything he had for the great pearl. I wonder who had more, the person who only has the great pearl and nothing else, or the person that has lots of things but not the great pearl.
Welcome to Grace Covenant Church. Here we're all family.
And that is what the kingdom of heaven is like.